Hey fight fans, in today's video, we will not be talking about any fighters from MMA. Instead, one of the funniest characters on social media who has caught the attention of the MMA community and fans. We are talking about internet sensation and blogger Hasbulla Magomedov, who is quite the talk on social media currently with his funny MMA spoof videos and his equation with fellow MMA pros and celebrities from around the world. The 18-year-old hails from Dagestan and is seen hanging out with the likes of Khabib Nurmagomedov and other Dagestani fighters. So what makes Hasbulla such a famous online celebrity? And what do celebrities think about the teenager from Dagestan?
Number 4. Rise to fame.
Hasbulla Magomedov started to get noticed when he uploaded clips of him replicating dialogues and moves from famous MMA athletes. He replicated Khabib's famous sign of pointing to the sky during weigh-ins in one of his clips, which received huge applause and attention. Hasbulla, believed to be a huge fan of MMA, is also seen fighting with kids of similar age, hinting he might fight in the future. Hasbulla suffers from growth hormone deficiency, which is a disorder that restricts the growth of the body. It is a kind of dwarfism where Hasbulla's body is still of a small child, but has a high-pitched voice.
который слышать не может, разговаривать не может, у кого-то много нет, у кого-то рука нету, вот такие, кто разговаривать не умеет, кто болеет, вот они инвалиды. Я не могу себе это инвалидам сказать, потому что я ходить могу, жить могу.
Hasbulla later became the talk of the town due to his rivalry with fellow dwarf Abdu Rozik, where both were expected to fight each other in a fight organized by Chechnya MMA fighter Ashab Tamayev. Both Hasbulla and Rozik were seen in a mock press conference, trading verbal assaults at each other, and with many believing there might be a super fight on the horizon between the two.
Подожди. Все. Подожди. Все будет в клетке, пацаны. Абду Розик, успокойся.
Говори.
Hasbulla.
Говори.
Hasbulla, подожди. Hasbulla.
Говори.
Не.
Я сопляк маленький. Говори.
Не. Абду Розик.
Папа, пусть
Hasbulla, успокойся. Все.
Those plans were scuppered when the Dwarf Association of Russia didn't allow the fight, terming it unethical and unsafe. But there are still talks of that fight, with many fight promoters showing keen interest in booking that fight in the future. Apart from that, his Instagram handle is filled with funny videos of him and his friends playing pranks on each other, added in with a bit of Hasbulla wisdom here and there. But it's not the fans who are enamored by the Russian, it's also the celebrities who can't seem to have enough of the Russian online celebrity.
Number 3. Celebrity circle.
Hasbulla has now become a well-known figure in the MMA circle and outside of it. UFC President Dana White shared a clip of him and Hasbulla talking to each other before their UFC 267 meeting in Abu Dhabi. Here's a clip when Dana spoke to the Russian sensation.
Dana White, I'm coming to UFC Abu Dhabi. See you and be ready.
Hasbulla, I'm on the plane. I'm on Etihad right now on my way to Abu Dhabi. I cannot wait for our meeting, and I cannot wait to see you.
And the pair was seen on Octagon side, posing for the cameras during the event, with Dana stating his intentions to sign Hasbulla and Rozik for a super fight in the UFC. Other celebrities such as Logan Paul and Mark Wahlberg are huge fans of the teenager, saying he is the best. But the main reason Hasbulla got noticed in the celebrity circle is when he was seen with MMA great Khabib Nurmagomedov. Since then, he has been given the nickname of Mini Khabib. But what kind of a relationship do both the fighters share? Let's have a look at it in the next segment.
Number 2. His relationship with Khabib.
Hasbulla and Khabib share a good relationship with each other. They hail from the same region of Dagestan and have been good friends with Khabib and Islam Makhachev for over 10 years. Hasbulla says, "They are my brothers, that's why you see us together. Yes, sometimes I train, go to the gym, but not often, maybe once a month." He also spoke about his relationship with Islam Makhachev, saying that, "I know Islam Makhachev for a long time, very long time." Hasbulla has often been seen with Khabib at his gym, named after the late Abdulmanap Nurmagomedov. The pair were last seen at UFC 267 at Abu Dhabi, where Hasbulla was amongst the group of fighters supporting Islam Makhachev. Here is a clip when Khabib put Hasbulla on his shoulders and made the round with him inside the ring at UFC 267. When asked about Hasbulla's popularity, Khabib had this to say. Dana White himself called me and asked me where Hasbulla was. He asked me to bring him to Abu Dhabi. WWE, wrestling, also want him to come to them somehow. They want to pay him some big money to get him in the ring. He's got a lot of popularity abroad. He said that many organizations such as the NFL, NBA, WWE want to see the mini Khabib. He added that, we talk about this stuff with Hasbulla. He has to go to the US because in the US, he's very popular. The two share a good bond, and we can expect both of them together in future UFC events. Now, time for a fun fact.
Fun fact.
Apart from being a famous online celebrity, Hasbulla has a high desire to pursue further studies. His ultimate aim is to be a legal scholar in his studies. Now, back to the video.
Number 1. Training routine and funny antics.
Hasbulla trains by doing some shadow boxing and other drills. Hasbulla does a lot of sparring and lightweight training. He also indulges in outdoor training where he does a lot of swimming and climbing routines as well. Judging by this, many believe Hasbulla is gearing himself for an MMA fight. But even if he doesn't fight in the future, such videos of him are what fans enjoy the most. He is also seen having fun with his friends, where in one video, Hasbulla is tied by his friends to numerous balloons. Hasbulla is pulled in the air by the weight of the balloons as the Russian weighs only 35 kilograms, which makes for funny viewing. In his videos, he also calls out famous MMA fighters, asking them to sign the contract for a fight in a very hilarious manner. All of these antics make Hasbulla a funny character and also one of the most famous online celebrities currently in the world. And finally, after looking at Hasbulla's popularity, his friendship with MMA greats and celebrities, his net worth is $200,000. And as the teenager is only 18 years old, you might expect him to be at the greater number as he continues to entertain the audiences all around the world. And by this, we have come to the end of our video today. But before leaving, we would like to know, what are your views on Hasbulla's popularity, and will we ever see Hasbulla competing inside the Octagon for a fight? Let me know in the comments below, and don't forget to share, like, and subscribe to our channel. See you guys next time.
Ya,